Hey, so today I decided I would do the Breaking the Spines tag. It was originally created by Reading with Jack. I wasn't tagged by anybody, but I decided to be a rebel and do it anyways. I'm gonna keep this intro kind of quick, because I don't know how long the video is gonna end up being. I have all the questions here on my phone, so let's get started. Okay, the first question is, do you break the spines or prefer to keep your books looking like new? Now, my answer to this one is different than most people's who say they absolutely prefer to keep their spines looking like new. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't exactly love the look of a broken spine, and I don't go out of my way to break a book's spine, but to me, if I'm sitting there, if I have a paperback book, and I'm trying to read it like this to keep the spine from breaking, being really, really careful, just incredibly careful not to break the spine, I'm not focusing on reading. I'm focusing on whether or not I'm going to break the spine. And when I read, I like to be completely engrossed in the story. So to me, I like the way a book without a broken spine looks, but if I break the spine, it's not the end of the world. The second question is, for those who don't like broken spines, have you ever accidentally broken one? I guess this question doesn't really apply to me because I just stated that I don't mind broken spines. I have accidentally broken a spine, though. I wasn't intending to. I think it was on, I want to say, The Fellowship of the Ring. Now, I have the movie cover of it, and so it's really like a mass market paperback. So it's really, really small and really, really thick. And so to read it, to be able to read it, I had to, completely just crack the spine open. I don't normally love doing that, but again, if it's going to make the reading experience more enjoyable, I don't really mind a broken spine. The next question is, if you're buying a used book and the spine is broken, how do you feel about it? Really, it depends on the price. I've gotten used books for 50 cents or $1. The spine is destroyed. I'm not really buying those books because they're going to look nice. I'm buying them because I want to read them down the road, classics sometimes, or I just recently got one from the thrift store. It was a bind-up of 3 different Shakespeare plays, and I don't really care about how the spine looks. Again, it's one of those mass market paperbacks, and it was only $1. So it depends. Obviously, if the used book is $5 or $6 or $4 and it has a completely destroyed spine, I'm probably going to pass on that because it's just incredibly expensive. 4. Do you agree or disagree with the opinion some people have on broken spines mean that a book is well loved? I agree with that. I have plenty of books, my Harry Potter books being one of them, my books in the Mortal Instruments series are some. And then The Truth About Forever by Sarah Destin, of course that has a white spine so you can't see that it's broken, but it definitely is. I also have this version of Pride and Prejudice. Now my mom gave it to me, this is from the 70s, and if you look at it, it is literally tearing apart. The pages are separating. The pages are separating from the spine. Now, to me, I've read this book, my mom has read this book countless times, and then she got it at a used bookstore, and it was already in pretty bad shape. It's from the 70s, I think this version was published in 1973. So, yeah, I feel like this book was well loved, definitely. It also has some places that are, highlighted and annotated, and other things like that. So yes, I do agree. Number 5 is, because the spines on hardback books cannot visibly break, do you prefer buying hardback books over paperback books? No, I do not. For one, hardback books are usually twice the price of paperback books. Hardbacks are much more difficult to carry around, and I'm in the minority here. I actually like the way paperback books look more than hardbacks. I don't know why that is. I think they just look neater. As long as the spines aren't completely destroyed, I think paperback books can look a lot neater and cleaner on the shelf than hardbacks. I'm also kind of biased because I normally end up buying books in paperback, and so I absolutely hate it when I have the first book or the second book in a series that's paperback, and then I end up buying the third book in hardback. I don't like the way that looked, so a lot of times I'll just opt to wait until the series is finished and I can get all of them in paperback. Number 6, Aside from breaking spines, do you ever bend the corner of a page if you do not have a bookmark nearby? No, I don't. Not on my, oh, well, okay. Not on, my books that I keep to have a collection. I will do that with books for school. Again, of course, I'm homeschooled, so I get to keep all of the books that I have to use for schoolwork. It's not like I'm bending the pages and then I'm going to have to give it to someone else when I'm finished with the year. That's actually, right now I'm in a literature course, and that is how I am keeping track of parts that I like and things like that. So I do it on school books where I need to, remember a page or something, and I don't want to use my book tabs because those can be a little bit expensive. But no, not on books for my personal collection. Number 7, anything else to say about your spined obsessions, and who are you going to tag? I'm not going to tag anybody. If anybody decides they want to do this tag, they should do it. I wasn't tagged, so yeah, anybody who wants to do it should just do it. Do I have anything else to say about my spined obsessions? No, not really. I guess I want to add one little amendment to I prefer paperbacks over hardbacks. Now, if the actual spine of a hardback book is really pretty, like not the dust jacket, but the actual spine, I will almost always buy it. I am a sucker for that kind of thing. I might not buy it right there on the spot, but I will just have like a little mental note in my head. And the next time I go to the bookstore, the next time I have, an extra $20 or something, I will go pick it up because I am a sucker for pretty spines. I think that's it. Sorry if this video was kind of boring. I just really wanted to do it. It looked like a lot of fun. If you've watched the entire thing, then thank you, and have a great day. Bye!